Bo.
It's the Ronnie and Bo Show. Ronnie, I'm so glad you showed up today.
Yeah, thank you.
No, I'm being serious. You know, this is very cathartic for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good.
But I had to wait all day. You left yesterday.
Right.
And right when you left, I said,
Yeah.
But I did that a bunch of times because I wouldn't let you. I walked all the way down the driveway.
You follow me out. Yeah.
You know me.
Well, you let me go eventually.
But I'm glad you're back because I saved this question all day.
Oh, awesome.
Almost couldn't sleep last night.
Oh, my goodness. What is it?
Grocery shopping.
Yes.
You know, maybe you do the grocery shopping, your wife does the grocery shopping.
Yeah.
When you buy fruit,
yes.
do you buy, and it's you can't give me a third answer.
Okay.
Maybe you can. I won't set that on you.
All right.
Do you buy purple grapes or green grapes?
Oh, Bo.
What?
These questions are mind-numbing.
No. I'm just curious.
You really want to
I'm
know?
I'm curious, yes.
Okay, green grapes.
Why? What?
You're going to ask me the question. There's only two options, and then you're going to bust my chops for the wrong one.
I never buy green grapes.
Tell me what I'm supposed to say,
Purple
Bo.
grapes.
Just
I bet you drink Chardonnay instead of Burgundy. Huh?
I don't do purple grapes. Although
Why not?
my wife does purple grapes. It's actually a division in our family.
Really?
And now you're going to cause a major fight and argument when I get home because they know that you are siding with them.
Well, you said green grapes, so I might have to further my questioning. Have you gotten past grapes with seeds in it yet? Are you eating seedless grapes yet?
I am. I'm only seedless.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm
I mean,
glad that
you're
some
eating green grapes for some reason. It's not even worth it. So
I'm
I
glad
didn't know if you were up to seedless yet.
Spent time on that world changer to we got to get these seeds out of these grapes.
Hey, you know what? You know, that's an invention.
What is?
To make seedless watermelons.
Yeah,
to make
I
seedless
know.
grapes.
I know.
You have to. I don't know if it's an invention, but you have to do a scientific thing.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to figure that out. And I'm glad that somebody's dedicating their life to that, as opposed to cancer or any other thing. They're saying what we really need to do is
seedless grapes.
Seedless grapes. I think that's a Seinfeld thing.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
So speaking of inventions,
yes.
We do a thing. Well, we did a thing. Our family around the dinner table. And before the food came, we said, "What's the greatest invention?" And do that with a group of your friends.
That's a good topic for today. I think for inventions. Yeah.
But it's interesting to see people's reactions, and it tells a little bit about where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll ask you. What's the greatest? There's no wrong answer.
Okay.
What's the greatest invention? The greatest invention.
The greatest invention. Oh my goodness. This isn't my favorite, but I'd have to say electricity.
Okay.
Is got to be one of the greatest because so many other things can't function without this right now. Like what we're doing right now could not even function.
That's right. Now, I don't remember what I said originally around the family dinner table, but here were some of the answers.
Yes.
One you probably don't even think about.
Yeah.
Irrigation.
Oh, my goodness.
Romans. Greeks.
Yeah. Oh, man.
They had those aqueducts, and you had to build the aqueducts at a slant so that you could get waste out, water out.
That is so true.
I mean,
that would be disgusting.
Now, is that as important as the computer? As electricity, as a light bulb? I don't think you can answer this question.
No,
What's the greatest invention? You know, think of that. If sewage, right? I mean, if you don't, whatever you call that, the aqueduct. We were living in it. We weren't, but there was a time when you would take your stuff and throw it out in a bucket, and you'd walk in it.
Yeah.
You know, out the front door. So that's a pretty important invention.
That is a really important invention.
And then what you find, depending on people's ages, you know, someone will say...
Right, that's true. Yeah,
someone will say, the phone.
Right.
Because there was no phone in their lifetime.
Right.
The airplane.
I mean, arguably, granted, there were things like irrigation, sewer management, all that goes way back. I mean, centuries.
Well, to the Greeks and the Romans, right?
But arguably, right, like the last 100 years, 150 years, Industrial Revolution, like there's It feels like that there's more inventions. They're
That's
not
right.
necessarily better in the last century than.
I don't know what industrial revolution means, but that made me anxious, and then it threw me into ninth grade humanities and the cotton gin.
Oh yeah, Eli Whitney.
I don't know what that did, but that was a big invention. I learned it in school.
Was it a drink or was it a machine? I think that. I know there's so many sorts of things like that I think we totally take for granted.
How about the car?
The car, the airplane,
horse and buggy,
radio, of which you are a contributor.
Yeah, Marconi, the invention of radio.
Yeah.
Tesla and so-and-so. Maybe it was Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
We're fighting.
Yep.
Was it going to be alternating current or AC or DC?
Right, exactly.
They were racing.
Exactly.
But, there's another layer of this argument.
Yeah.
The airplane. That's not an invention. We get on Southwest Airlines and we go to see our grandparents, or we go on vacation on an airplane. My grandmother was alive when the airplane did not exist.
Yeah, exactly.
So she never flew.
Mine as well. Yes.
Now you say, well, why wouldn't you fly?
Right.
If you were alive today
Yeah.
and nothing existed, it didn't exist, and then the next day, hey, here's this metal thing that you can get in, and it takes you up there.
Exactly.
Would you be a little scared of it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I watch like Elon Musk right now making the space shuttle stuff. That's terrifying to me. Because only astronauts go to space.
Right.
But 100 years from now or something, if they're shuttling people up to the moon all the time, that would terrify me. There's no way I would do that. So that, yeah.
I think this is one of those topics where we can ask for comments below.
For sure. Yeah. There's a lot of huge ones.
What's the greatest invention?
Greatest
Type
invention.
it in.
Let me ask you, what's your favorite one? So not what's the best or greatest, but do you have a favorite?
Well, now you can make fun of that, right? You can say the iPad because I like to play on it. But you could also go back to the original, the toilet irrigation, because that's a lot of fun in a different way. You don't have to take a bucket out and throw it in the street.
That's true.
But what do you have? Do you have one that you like?
Man, not other than food.
I mean, think of it. I was about to say, I love working with you because you beat me by a word. You beat me by a second, and you said food, and I was going, look at the fast food industry.
Yes.
Now, think about the conveyor belt with a hamburger.
Right.
Or think about, I worked at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Think about I don't know how to describe this. The paint gun concept.
Yes.
Where it was it
squirts
out
the mustard and ketchup.
And it had 3 dots, and you grabbed it like a caulking gun, and you went.
Yes.
And you did that on 20 buns.
And you got the exact right proportion and amount.
And I guess you could say Henry Ford invented, what is that? What word I'm looking for? The automation or whatever.
Assembly line.
And then you got the buns going in the toaster while along the conveyor belt.
Yes.
So there are a lot of inventions.
Okay, what about an invention that you are annoyed with?
Well, I would have to say technology.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of the cell phone.
Yeah,
I am not. I'm not a fan of the cell phone.
I'm not either.
And I'm not even gray on that matter. I hate them.
No, I don't. There's some things technologically that I
that you need and you want.
And then a lot that are just. I don't like email. That's
you don't?
one. No, it's very convenient, but I don't enjoy it.
That is one difference between you and me.
Yeah.
You are a texter.
I prefer the texting.
And I prefer email.
Yeah.
And so I have to text you. This is true. We do this. I have to text you and say, I sent you an email.
Yeah.
Right?
That is interesting.
We do that.
And
that's our relationship.
Actually, at work, we've got 50 some odd employees at work, and there's a dividing line. It's 50-50. If you want a certain segment to get their wheels turning or something on their radar
or the road,
you have to text them. And others, you have to email them. So that is a dividing line.
Do you think that's age? I think that's age based.
I think that's age. Yeah. Yeah, because there's a couple on staff that we have to send it UPS snail mail still. So and they're 114. So
you have to send the message to their avocado green phone hanging on the wall in the kitchen.
Exactly. You have to walk over. And can you believe this? Actually have a conversation.
What?
That's mind-numbing to me that we have to actually talk to each other anymore. I remember when ATMs first came out, and I remember my dad going to them, and they were such a, I mean, it had like a old school phone keypad, you know, and it had the thing that you looked into could move up and down.
Oh, I forgot about that. You didn't have a screen.
Yeah, you could only get out
binoculars.
Yeah, that was really, I had no idea as a kid that was attached to like a personal bank account. I just thought, wait, you just walk up to these machines and they give you cash? Like, how do I do that? I want to do that.
By the way, your dad trying to,
yeah,
do the first ATM is like me trying to text this afternoon.
Right. Okay, now I have a frame.
That's
of
why
reference.
I email.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite inventions has nothing to do with me, but that I'm aware of because I watch the what's the show where they come, Shark Tank.
Okay.
Where these people come in and pitch
their product.
Yeah, and there's some cool ones there. I remember a long time ago a guy had one for his Christmas tree where it was an angel. Mm-hmm. You know, you put an angel or a star at the top, but if it sensed smoke or fire, it would douse the whole tree.
Yeah.
He was a fireman, and he'd been to however many homes putting out fires that were started by
lights or a short in the
exactly. And it was I think that he called it the guardian angel.
Did he get funded?
I think he did.
Yeah,
I think he did. Yeah. Now I've never seen it actually in stores or anywhere, but I thought, man, that's actually smart. And it actually works. But I'm amused mostly by the name. I like Spanx.
I don't know what those are.
Just because of the name. And that's actually one of the Shark Tank. I think it's one of the ladies that's one of the millionaires, investors. Mm-hmm. She invented Spanx.
Lori, maybe.
I believe. Is that her name? Yeah, I don't know. And I don't really know what they do, but I think it's some sort of...
I don't think it would be Barbara. Barbara gained her wealth from... And she's a rail, but she gained her wealth from real estate. It must be Lori.
Yeah, it's the modern tank on the girdle, I think. You put this on and it just squeezes all your fat away.
You know when you're on Facebook and you see those silly videos and you see those things? So a friend of mine posted 2 babies on a flat foot massager. I mean, these babies were the fattest babies you've seen, and they turned it on.
Jiggling.
And these babies were jiggling, and the caption was "Before Spanx." And their chins, their everything.
That's too good.
Their thighs, their arms, their chest, their belly, and you just put them on that shoe vibrator and you hit play or you hit start and and they're just bouncing. It's the funniest video to see.
Well, speaking of which, these Spanx are killing me. I got to get out of these. So
see you, Ron.
Hope you have a good day.